Emancipation and Exile. Lincoln's strategic abolition in the autumn of 1862, as the Battle of Antietam left the Union and Confederacy locked in a deadly stalemate. Abraham Lincoln saw emancipation foremost as a weapon of war. In a private letter to Horace Greeley on August 22, 1862, he laid bare his calculation. "If I could save the Union without freeing any slave, I would do it. And if I could save it by freeing all the slaves, I would do it." By invoking his war powers in the preliminary Emancipation Proclamation on September 22, 1862, freeing only those held in rebellion, and only effective January 1, 1863, he struck at the Confederacy's labor force and invited formerly enslaved men to swell Union ranks, all while tethering moral end to military necessity. Yet Lincoln's vision of a post-war America included a controversial chapter that has often been brushed aside: the resettlement of freed people overseas. As early as his Peoria speech in October 1854, he confessed, "My first impulse would be to free all the slaves, and send them to Liberia, to their own native land." And in his first annual message to Congress, December 1, 1861, he urged legislators to appropriate funds for colonizing the free people of color beyond the limits of the United States, not as forced exile, but as a voluntary haven, guided by the American Colonization Society's model. Lincoln believed that, in a war-torn nation rife with racial animus, a distant refuge might spare both black communities and white Southerners from future conflict. By mid-1863, however, events and advocacy forced Lincoln to rethink. Tens of thousands of black soldiers had enlisted in Union armies, proving their loyalty and valor on every battlefield. And Frederick Douglass's passionate rebukes of colonization cut to the heart of its moral paradox. Though Lincoln continued to support small experimental efforts, with federal backing for trips to Liberia through the Freedmen's Bureau, by the end of his presidency he had largely abandoned large-scale immigration schemes, recognizing that a truly unified nation could not be forged by shipping its black citizens overseas. Not everything they tell you in school is true. Although we appreciate the long-awaited emancipation, was it done for the right reasons? Like, comment, subscribe for more dark history.